Well, Ian Messer did blow the whistle then at the end of 60 seconds. It's an amazing long time to talk, isn't it?
It is, but not really. Be honest with me. I repeated myself, didn't I?
You did, yes.
No, the only thing... I would complain that you're not decipherable. You can't be heard properly. You've got to be like me. You speak very plainly, you see, and enunciate. You've got to enunciate. That's what you've got to remember.
But listen, Kenneth.
Tell him.
I don't want to go home and then have this show broadcast and then say, how was I? And somebody would say, well, they were very nice to you. I mean, that really isn't going to cut well with me, so I want to be treated just like the rest of the gang. Right.
Actually, I can tell you something, Elaine. They've actually treated you rather toughly, because that's a mean thing to do, what they've done.
Right.
And they only do that to people that they not only love, but people they know they're good at the game.
Yeah.
And
You did it to Barbara Castle.
Well, all the time I thought it was because I was attractive, Nicholas. And I'm going to keep that thought and go home with it. So the hell with all of you.
That actually goes without saying, Elaine. I didn't think I had to mention that.
You sycophantic. Look at him.
Okay, let's go. I want to challenge somebody.
Yes,
I won that point, too?
You won that point,
Okay.
but I want to say something in case you weren't aware of it. You can repeat the subject and the words on the card if you wish.
Oh, well, then maybe I did it well.
You did it very well, because you didn't repeat them either. No. So, Elaine, at the end of that round, you have increased your lead. You're now well ahead of Barry Crowe and Clement Freud, and infinitely well ahead of Kenneth Williams. And Kenneth, it's your turn to begin. Now, the subject Ian Mester's brought along for you now is Quetzalcoatl. Will you talk on that subject for 60 seconds, starting now?
Quetzalcoatl is, of course, an Aztec deity, and the lovely thing about it is the modern Quetzal takes its name from it because of this lovely plumage.
Clement Freud has challenged.
Two lovelies.
Yes, I'm afraid so. So, Clement, you have a point at the subject, and you have Quetzalcoatl starting now.
Quetzalcoatl is not a subject which I would have chosen given a totally free choice. It is one of the few words...
Kenneth Williams has
The
challenged.
subject is Quetzalcoatl, not what you've chosen for a subject.
Yes, Kenneth, but he was establishing
No, we don't want a load of rubbish like that. Come on, play the game properly.
I'm doing my best.
About Quetzalcoatl.
That's what he was talking about.
He wasn't.
He said he wouldn't have chosen that subject, and that is the subject.
Well, it's the subjects you're supposed to discuss it, you great fool.
What do you want to say?
I've come all the way from Great Portland Street. I made a fool of. You've made a fool of.
Anybody go volume control?
Yes, they have said that to me. Yes, you're quite right.
Clement, you continue for 43 seconds on Quetzalcoatl, starting now.
Like Iquique and Albuquerque, New Mexico, it is a word that only has the opening letter occurring once, whereas in the other two, as you will have noticed, the 19th letter of the alphabet happens on more frequent occasions. If you go to Brazil...
Yes.
Well, hesitation, I think.
Hesitation, he came to a full stop, yes.
I wanted
he suddenly
Kenneth
realized when he said Brazil instead of Mexico. So you have the subject back of Quetzalcoatl. 21 seconds, starting now.
Well, of course, it was the great ornithologist Ludwig Koch who... to see the Quetzal in all its great exotic splendour. And they said you have to sit for 7 hours in the rainforest, and he said, I'm not going to get wet for a load of reasons.
Clement Freud challenged you, though.
Oh, yeah.
It was a repetition.
Yes. Of what?
Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear me. Clement, you have a correct challenge in 2.5 seconds on Quetzalcoatl, starting now.
One of the great problems about tourists in Mexico looking...
Well, at the end of that round, Clement Freud got a number of points, including one for speaking as the whistle went, and he's now gone 1 point ahead of Elaine Stritch.
Nicholas.
And the laughter is because of the byplay that's going on between Kenneth Williams and Clement Freud at the moment. And
I
Barry...
wasn't any of the kind. I've blown a kiss to the producer.
Well, I think you should keep your private life off the show. Barry, you want to say something?
Next time, see?
I just wondered if there are any points for spotting that Ludwig Koch was mentioned 2 weeks running.
Yes, but you see, the thing is, this audience weren't here.
That's why I'm telling them.
It was many weeks ago when Ludwig Koch came
I think
into
this
the
audience should be told that Ludwig Koch has been...
I should explain to this audience then that Kenneth Williams in another programme which went out many weeks ago mentioned about Ludwig Koch sitting in the rain jungle